there's multiple facets to that, Paul. First off, every single spinal cord injury is different. And there's been so much education that I thank again for Craig Hospital. I have to give them credit for the education that they help you learn with how to deal with your body, how to deal with going with the procedures and processes of taking care of your bowels and your bladder and whatever that may be, your skin as well, things that you don't think about, things we just naturally do. But also for me, my faith has been a tremendous aspect for me. Is like, do you really believe? Do you really believe what you say you believe? You go to church, you say these words, but now that you're faced with an obstacle that you cannot overcome with your own willpower, do you believe that there is more, that the impossible can happen? And that has been just inspiring for me, for my family, knowing that I'm putting the pressure on God's promises, and whatever is going to come from this. That again, Paul, my life is not over. I have an amazing family. I have an amazing support group. There is so much more. Physically, there's limitations, but mentally, relationally, whatever it may be, all these things that I still dreamt of, they're not going to happen in the exact way, but they're still going to be fruitful. They're still going to be awesome. And it is my job. I can control my attitude. I can control my perspective. I can control every single day that I'm just going to be the best man I can be, for the woman that's of my dreams, for my daughter, for my family, for anyone and everyone that's listening and watching me. And I'm not doing this, it's not a facade. This is real life. I'm being the authentic version of myself. And again, Paul, it's not that I don't have days and think like, oh man, this really sucks. This is tough. But again, I just bounce back to those things of, I have life and I have a great people around me that can are going to push me and not let me have a pity party. Because I don't want pity. I don't need it. It's not going to help bring more life and this smile that I have that I want to bring to the world and continue to work with you. And I tell you, Paul, when October, November comes, I'm still coming for you hot in some nice suits, whatever it's going to take to show you that I still got it going. What they do at Craig Hospital, which is awesome, if you are to never get better from where you are, they help you to find complete independence. So I can do any, as long as my house is the house that I'm living in, is the doorways are wide enough and the angles, I can get around and I can do whatever needs to be done. I can reach. Fortunately, I'm tall and I have long arms, so that's a great benefit to being so tall. But I'm the plan is there's an awesome neuro recovery place here in Jacksonville that I'll be going to 5 days a week. We'll begin pull therapy, which has had great results. Again, spinal cord injuries, there's no telling what can happen. There's many people that shouldn't walk again that do, and that other people that you think are going to walk again but don't. It can take years, it can take months. All I can control, Paul, is going one day at a time and understanding that there's so much life. This life that I live is so much bigger than myself. How am I showing up for my daughter? How am I showing up for my wife? How am I showing up around my coworkers as a man, regardless of my circumstances? When I walk in that door in Charlotte, how am I showing up to Dari and Peter and Alyssa, to Pat, to Peter, to Pete Waters, to whomever it may be? That's the thing. Those are the things that matter to me because I can only control what I can control. And if it's not in my destiny to walk again, I can still have a great, fruitful life. But I swear on my life, I'm going to fight harder than anything. And I joked with Coach Donovan, when the first time he and I connected, and I was like, Coach Donovan, if I would have worked this hard any of my 4 years in college, I would have been a first round pick. I was like, I would have been lottery. But Paul, it's things are looking great, especially with me being able to wiggle my toes. Signs of just got to be patient, one day at a time.